Welcome to another episode of KH Automotive, where we'd like to present you some of the most iconic sports cars we have in our collection. Today it's all about Aston Martin. More specifically, it's all about the Aston Martin Vanquish second generation. We've got 3 of them right now in our stock. 2 standard Vanquish Volantes and another Vanquish S Volante. A very special model. Actually, this was the top of the bill you could get at Aston Martin in those times. It's the flagship model of Aston Martin. It's a special car with some features most people don't know actually. For example, the whole body of the car is made out of carbon fiber. Aerospace carbon fiber, which made the car 25% lighter than the previous model. Of course, also a beautiful Aston Martin, the Aston Martin DBS. Let's step in between those 2 beautiful Vanquish Volantes, because that's what the convertible version of the Vanquish was called. Another feature what makes the Vanquish very special is of course the V12 engine. It was a naturally aspirated engine. Actually, the last model suited with the 6-liter naturally aspirated V12 engine. The engine produces 568 brake horsepower, available from 6,650 RPM, so a high revving engine, quite a high revving engine. The engine is linked to the Touchtronic 3 gearbox. It's a gearbox made from ZF gearbox. Shifts perfectly, very fast, very smooth. Totally different experience than the previous, like a Vantage Sport Shift gearboxes. When we walk up to the black one here, you can see the paintwork, the Onyx black metallic paintwork. It's like a piece of art on itself. Such a beautiful metallic feature in it, combined with these polished double 5-spoke wheels, just look magnificent. If we open the door and we take a closer look at the interior, it matches the exterior perfectly. The contrast stitching in silver and all the quilting, as Aston Martin calls it, just looks beautiful and makes even a completely black interior looks gorgeous. Completely handmade interior, executed with the 177 steering wheel, which is actually a model where the Vanquish is based on. All the carbon parts, a lot of interior parts. This particular example is covered in Onyx black metallic paintwork. In combination with the black interior and the polished wheels, the black brake calipers makes it a very classic but beautiful combination. The tungsten silver one, which we had in front of it, is already sold, so we took it off the picture. And let's focus on these 2, because yeah, we've got another one. Vanquish S Volante. And everybody who knows a little bit about Aston Martin knows that the S version is the most wanted version. The chassis, the engine and the aerodynamics, those are some of the things which are changed quite a bit with the S version. The carbon just pops. What pops even more, of course, is the paintwork. A paintwork that comes from the Q department from Aston Martin, which is the bespoke department from Aston Martin. It's called Q Ming Blue Metallic. The metallic is gorgeous and the paintwork is very special on a Vanquish S. It's a color you see sometimes on a Vanquish Zagato, but on a regular Vanquish S, I don't know a second one. The soft top is navy blue, which makes it a beautiful combination with two tones of blue, and the interior is completely covered in cream leather. The combination is well thought of, so the stitching is completely made in the blue color to match the paintwork. We've got a forged carbon inlay in the interior, very cool, and I don't see it quite often in a Vanquish S. As well, in the doorsteps you can see the forged carbon coming back as well. Again, with the 177 steering wheel and all the carbon parts, a quad exhaust, and completely painted white details on the exterior. So no wrap or anything, it's completely painted. Gives it such a cool look. The Vanquish sounds very cool, but the Vanquish S is just a whole nother level. If you start the engine, it's a crazy sound what comes from the exhaust, and even if you drive it, you just can't take the smile off your face. The Vanquish S produces 600 horsepower, so there's a little bit more than the standard Vanquish. As I told you, the exhaust is different, but also the dampers, the chassis is different. The aerodynamics are completely different. Makes it a totally different car actually. Next to that, it wasn't really a limited car, but still a very rare car. I don't know the exact numbers, but some say there are not built more than 300 Volantes from the Vanquish S. So that makes it a quite rare car. In this condition, from December 2017, with only 16,000 kilometers, makes it such a cool car. The black one in front of it, I still want to say something about it. Car is from 2016. It's got not even 18,000 kilometers on the odometer. Also in marvelous condition. The Vanquish S, back to it. We bought it in Switzerland. Comes straight from the first Swiss owner. Fully maintained at Aston Martin. And just look at it. See you next time. Bye.